Hello, this is Chiak. We are back again with another set of Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. We're trying to investigate Tumblety, but at the current moment he seems to be gone. Ooh.
Size 13.
Okay, good. I didn't know how careful it went
Right
need to
foot,
be.
light trails. The man was running. Right foot, light trails. The man was running.
Okay. Is there anything else I need to be looking for?
Right foot, light trails. The man was running.
Okay, but you could
Right
have...
foot, light trails. The man was running. This isn't water. Going by its sticky texture and odor, I'd say we're dealing with formalin. These are the footprints of a tall man who had recently stepped in formalin and who left this room in a hurry.
Well, can I walk on it and enter the room now, Holmes?
How did you even get to that side in the first place? Do not understand how you found yourself in this situation. Your passionate discussions on the legitimacy of this war should have convinced more than one. I still remember when you imitated him during that meeting. You struck that very characteristic pose and you exclaimed, "Vicksburg is the key. The war can never be brought to a close until that key is in our pocket." We all applauded. I am sure that even Lincoln himself would have applauded. During these dark hours, it was rare to have the occasion to laugh. So many deaths, ending with our much-loved president killed by this coward and left to join those of the victory of Gettysburg, who courageously fell so that the next day the key would be in our pocket.
If this letter is addressed to him, it would appear our doctor is a veteran of the American Civil War. Vicksburg is the key. Now, that is interesting.
Dear Francis, it is impossible for us to meet again. I am feeling terrible as pursuing our relationship further would put both my marriage and my reputation in danger. I must return to that life of love, fleeting and physical, in which a few coins to these young men assures corporal peace and anonymity. These growing feelings that I have for you make me scared, and I would prefer to shun this passion for the fear that it may never leave me. Perhaps we shall cross paths again one day in a discreet location where like-minded men meet. I know that you frequent them regularly. You never hide yourself. For my part, I will spend more time with my wife and girls in order to find the serenity, and I hope to throw the veil of oblivion over the passionate embraces. All the best, Charles. My dear Francis, it is in putting aside our common past and thus as a friend that I am sending you these words. I have learned from some mutual friends of your recent trouble with the law. You should be more careful. England has nothing in common with the Wild West, but her seedy areas can be just as dangerous. Your attraction to young rogues will cost you dearly one of these days, whether it be at the end of an alley or on the benches of a jury. A man of your quality and fortune does not have to frequent the hovels and bring his pistol with him everywhere. It is not necessary to use violence to find partners, unless this violence pleases you. Certain circles that we used to frequent are still open to you. Take advantage of this healthy and respectable company rather than demeaning yourself with these destitute lads. And pray, get rid of that god-awful chest. Who knows what the people to whom you show while bragging must think and speak of it. The man you once loved, Henry.
This Dr. Tumblety seems to be attracted to men more than women. That much is clear. So, the doctor has a handgun, and he would use it to restrain young men, perhaps.
Oh, no. No.
There are a few pieces of a large glass jar in this puddle. The man who left the footprints on the ground must have walked in it while fleeing. Going by its size, this enormous trunk must be a wardrobe. These brackets are rather unusual. What do you think, Watson?
Let's see, Holmes. These are the names of the battles from the American Civil War.
Okay.
Let's see. 5 latches, each fitted with a 6-number combination system.
Oh, what? I
am under the impression that the dates written correspond to the battles, Holmes, but one is missing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Is there... We see Vicksburg. And here, there's no information. I have to...
Going by its size, this enormous trunk must be a wardrobe.
Okay, I'm going to look this one up because I definitely don't know my history here. Because why would I know about the American Civil War, or at least these details? Though some of these... Interesting. Okay. Found get information, Tumblety's room. How can I open Tumblety's huge trunk? There are 5 battles listed, and each one of them has 6 digits to the left of that, which you can change by clicking them individually. There are also flags and hat symbols to the right of each battle names that you can click on to change. This is quite the combination lock, especially considering that most of the information you need doesn't exist anywhere in the game. Starting with the end dates of the battles, if you check along the bottom display, you'll see 6 dates listed. However, look through them carefully will reveal that 2 of them are bogus. Okay, so this one obviously requires me to look outside of the game, which does irk me, because unless this is like, it's completely the Black Watchman. Like, that's the type of game where it specifically requires you to look outside. But this one, like, usually you can find, like in a Nancy Drew game, you can find something in the game to help with the puzzle. In this case, we're just supposed to know. But either way, 1771 and 1868 dates are out of range of the Civil War, which started in 1861 and ended in 1865. So, this one's a no. These 2 on the sides are a no. That means one of the 5 battle dates isn't listed, and you'll have to look it up somewhere. Okay, well, this is where I have to use my phone in order to... Like, he seriously couldn't just have a book somewhere that had a bunch of information. It does annoy me. American Civil War. So let's look up Fort Sumter. Is Wicca... Thank you for telling me about the location of the fort, but I need the actual... Okay, it was one of a number of special forts planned after the War of 1812. It's a sea fort in Charleston, South Carolina, notable for 2 battles of the American Civil War. Okay, so Civil War. So we have... this is giving me a lot of information, but I just need to know the date of the battle, please. The First Battle of Fort Sumter is April 11th, 1861. I got April 12th here. Okay.
I am under the impression that...
No, shh. Oh, wait. It's, how am I writing this out? I can't help but notice this as well. Okay, you know what? I don't know. I'm not willing to with this puzzle. Okay, so it's the last digits of the year, which would make sense. But what about the... Do we have to change anything for the... Okay, so apparently I can guess with the hat and the stuff setting. You know what? Okay, I said I wasn't going to bother, but I'll do it. So, American Civil War, Antietam. I pronounced it correctly enough where the Google voice thing was able to know. September 09/17. 1962, okay. Oh, don't change that. 62. Oopsies, other way. I'm going to change these all to 6. Okay. Let's see. Next we have Chancellorsville. And that brings us... Okay, I got a date range with this one. 1963... Sorry, did I say 1863? We have two 1863s. And it's from April to May. So it has to be this one, because this would be in May. So 0205. Okay. Next. Gettysburg. And that is July. So this would be 63. Yes, it's July 1st to July 3rd. So July 3rd. No. July 3rd. And then we have Vicksburg. Oh, also 63. Also in July. Oh. The Morrow, the Key. Okay, well this I can change at least, but something has to be incorrect. This one is used. Oh wait, but then we are missing one date. Right. So, I'm assuming this one, Siege of Vicksburg, is the one where we don't have the date on here. So the question is, what in the world? Typing in the morrow, because I have no idea. Battle of Vicksburg is one of the more remarkable campaigns of the American Civil War. For many hard-fought months. Because the morrow is the key. It's May to July. Problem is, he's not going to say anything. Oh, shoot. I did this one. Oopsies. I haven't... Did I switch information around? Oh, god damn it. 6302. What in the world am I doing with this one? So this would be... Oh my god. Okay. Hopefully I fix that. See, now I need to double check all of them to make sure I did it right. That one. We have 0205. Okay. I mean, I have May. Sorry, I completely passed it. Green. Okay, this hat. Shoot. Okay, I know I'm not paying attention. Oh, there we go. Yay! Oh, why did I change that? Never mind, it worked out. Pretty sure the one I got the bottom here is correct. Okay, let's change it. Oh wait, I haven't got the dates yet. What am I doing? Oh, that can't change. Oh, these can't change. Okay, so this will unlock once I got this other one up here unlocked. So I need the date. But I don't know what it's going to be. Unless I try, I mean, I could just try every single date that's on here. So we have 2 major assaults, May 19th to 22nd. Question.
Going by its size.
Okay, good. It doesn't reset. I just had to make sure of that. Do I have the document? I should have the document in my notes. Okay. No, it's not in my... Oh, what? Okay. Wait. So
there are a few pieces of a large glass jar.
Okay. It's the IOU, dialogues. It's a Tumblety. Where's the... wasn't there... I mean, it should be at the top. Oh, wait, I'm literally... It just says letters by Tumblety. I was thinking of something else. Do not understand how you found yourself in this situation. Your passionate discussions on the legitimacy of those words should have convinced more than one. I still remember when you imitated him during that meeting. You struck that very characteristic pose and you exclaimed, Vicksburg is the key. The war can never be brought to a close until the key is in our pocket. We applauded. I am sure that even Lincoln himself would have applauded. During these dark hours, it was rare to have the occasion to laugh. So many deaths ending with our much-loved president killed by this coward and left to join those of the victory at Gettysburg, who courageously fell so that the next day the key would be in our pocket. Gettysburg. Okay.
Going by its size...
Yes, it's a wardrobe, cupboard. The morrow, the key. I'm still checking my time here. See if I can get an understanding. Okay, I was wondering, I was thinking, the morrow, the key. Well, if you talk about Gettysburg, then it would have to be after the day. So, I looked it up because I didn't want to be stumbling around. So it says July 4th, 1863. Oh, wait. Sorry, it can't be...
Elementary.
Wonderful. We can't see in this blackened...
This is dreadful, Holmes. This trunk contains 4 jars in which organs are floating.
Watson, can you tell me at a glance what these organs are?
I would say that they are parts of female reproductive organs.
Are these specimens fresh?
No, and I am quite certain of it. From the colour and appearance, I'd say these organs have been in these jars for several months, if not years.
Let's go to Baker Street.
Is there someone here?
Yes.
What's going on, Finlay? You seem to be in a panic.
The 2 police officers wanted to know if someone suspicious had entered here. The Whitechapel killer has struck again, and if I understood correctly, he killed 2 women in the past few hours.
Where?
I don't know. The police didn't tell me anything.
Quick, Holmes. We must catch up with them.
Certainly not, Watson. Mr. Finlay, do you know if the doctor had any other pieces of luggage up there apart from this trunk?
1 or 2, I think.
Do you take care of the doctor's laundry?
My wife does laundry for the tenants once a week. The sheets likewise.
Would you be kind enough to let us know as soon as possible if the doctor shows up again?
Certainly. I'm just worried that he won't be back, you see, and I'm annoyed about my keys.
Holmes, I don't follow. The Whitechapel killer is, at this very moment, very close by, and we are just staying put, twiddling our thumbs.
The Whitechapel killer has always been nearby, and what will we do? Go back to the scene of the crime or crimes and mix with the onlookers and trample the crime scenes even more? No, our time will come. Let's return to Baker Street.
Let's go back to Baker Street. Home, sweet home.
And now you're very agreeable with it.
We were less than 200 feet away from the first victim a few minutes before she was murdered. We might even have heard the murderer's voice, and we haven't done a thing for the past week.
You're the one not doing anything, Watson. For my part, I have been working, and, as you know, I've made good use of this week by tracking down and verifying all of the solid facts on these 2 murders to write up the notes that are on my desk, read them over again, and try to gain a bit of perspective.
Okay. Note on the murder of Liz Stride at Dutfield's yard. Certain information that I have collected must be verified. Liz Stride, nickname Long Liz, 45 years old, height 5 feet 5 inches, occasional prostitute. She lived for the past 3 years in a stormy relationship with a certain Kidney, a water-sized laborer, 36 years of age, whom she left a few days earlier. She charged him with assault but failed to appear in court, and the case was thrown out. The victim was discovered dead by 1 Lewis dime shots at 1 o'clock in the morning on September 30th. The man's first thought was to verify if his wife in the building next door was still alive before sounding the alarm. The 2 doctors who came at the police's request to the scene of the crime in the moments after the discovery of the corpse put the time of death after 12:46 a.m. Cause of death, hemorrhage due to a throat injury. The weapon was a small knife with a blunt edge, a large blunt edge. The verification of this statement is necessary. Could this wound have been caused by another tool? Neither the body nor the clothes were damaged, soiled, or disturbed by the killer. The right hand was open, stained with blood, and resting on the chest. The left hand was on the ground, partially closed, holding a packet of pastils? I don't know what that is. The location of the discovery was a courtyard called Dutfield's Yard, whose doors led onto Burner Street in Whitechapel. The victim was found stretched out on the ground a few inches from the wall of one of the buildings served by this courtyard, the International Working's Men's Club. That's why it showed that girl. When, the guy was walking upon the door and he runs away, as the door is closing, you can see the woman it looks like she was scrubbing the courtyard or something like that. This association, composed mainly of Jews originally from Russia and Poland, were organizing a conference that night on the subject, Why Should Jews Be Socialists?, presiding by Mr. Morris Eagle. This meeting ended around 11:30 p.m., but many members remained to debate and sing within the premise of the association. An American present that evening declared to have been in the courtyard at 12:20 a.m. and went into the street and didn't see anything unusual. He then returned back inside the club, but his estimation of time spent outside is approximate at best. Two witnesses were quoted by the press: Constable Smith, who was doing his rounds in the area on the night in question, and a Hungarian by the name of Schwartz, who made his statements at the police station accompanied by an interpreter because he does not speak English. The transcription of these statements by the press should be treated with caution. It would be advisable, if at all possible, to consult the exact content. Observe the clothing worn by the victim as well as her possession at the time of discovery of the body. Clothing: long black cloth jacket, fur trimmed around the bottom with a red rose and white maiden hair fern pinned to it. Black skirt, black crepe bonnet, checked neck scarf knotted on left side, dark brown velveteen bodice, two light serge petticoats, a white chemist, I don't know how to actually say that, white stockings, spring-sided boots, two handkerchiefs, one is noticed to have fruit stains on it, a thimble, a piece of wool wound around the card, in the pocket in her underskirt, a key, a small piece of lead pencil, 6 large and 1 small button, a comb, a broken piece of comb, a metal spoon, a hook as from a dress, a piece of muslin, 1 or 2 small pieces of paper. Okay, and the second murder, right, there's 2 of them. Notes on the murder of Catherine Eddowes. Catherine Eddowes, 46 years old, height 5 inches, occasional prostitute, had a regular relationship for 7 years with one John Kelly, a man of no regular employment and about the same age as the victim. The victim was found dead at 1:44 a.m. on September 30th by P.C. Watkins, who was on his rounds. He secured the area by calling to the watchman of the warehouse located some feet from the crime scene. According to the doctor who arrived on the scene at 2:18 a.m., the victim had just been dead for a half hour. Unlikely, but we know from experience how hard it is to precisely establish the time of death when the corpse has been very mistreated. Cause of death: hemorrhage due to the throat wound. The medical examiner also confirmed that additionally the extractions committed on the corpse were done post-mortem by a right-handed man possessing a long bladed knife. The victim was subject to numerous mutilations. The victim was found stretched out in a dark corner of Meter Square, notorious meeting spot for prostitutes and their clients because of its remote, poorly lit location. It should be noted that the victim was freed from the Bishopgate Street Police drunk tank at 1 o'clock in the morning. Meter Square was visited at 1:30 a.m. by P.C. Watkins, coming from Meter Street, and at 1:42 a.m. by P.C. Harvey, coming from Church Passage. The two police constables didn't see anything suspicious in the area, but it should be noted that PC Harvey didn't enter into Miller Square, unlike PC Watkins. The watchman who came to lend a hand to Watkins at the time of the discovery of the body had been awoken during the time of the crime. His door is located a few feet from the spot where the victim was dying and didn't hear anything until the police's call. Firstly, we must note that the clothing worn by Catherine Eddowes are very characteristic. I think in particular the patterned green chintz skirt as well as the white men's vest. A few of her possessions, including the thimble, were found on the corpse. The white apron was found on the corpse with a part missing. Thus, missing parts previously resewn, thus ensuring authenticity, was found at 2:55 a.m. on the night of the murder by PC Alfred Long, who states that the object wasn't there at his preceding patrol at 2:20 a.m. A piece of bloody apron was found in the entrance hall leading to the stairs of 108-119 Wentworth Model dwellings on Gulston Street. At the right of the entrance, just above the apron, was found the following inscription in chalk: "The Jews are not the men that would be blamed for nothing. The Jews are not the men that will be blamed for nothing." The Wentworth Model Dwellings building being almost exclusively occupied by Israelites, and Gulston Street being the site of a very popular, which much frequented market, he decided to erase the inscriptions before the day broke. Kate Eddowes' belongings, wearing at the time of her murder black straw bonnet trimmed in green and black velvet with black beads. Oh my god, this is so long. There's still more going. Black beads, black strings, worn tied to the head, black cloth jacket trimmed around the collar and cuffs with imitation fur around the pockets and black silk braid and fur, large metal buttons, dark green chintz skirt, 3 flounces, brown button on waistband. The skirt is patterned with Michaelmas, daisy, and golden lilies. Man's white vest, matching button down front, brown linsey bodice, black velvet collar with brown button down front, gray stuffed petticoat with white waistband, very old green alpaca skirt worn as undergarment, very old ragged blue skirt with red flounces, light twilled lining worn as undergarment, white calico chemise, pair of men's lace-up boots, mohair laces, right boot repaired with red thread, 1 piece of red gauze silk worn as a neckerchief, 1 large white pocket handkerchief, 1 large white cotton handkerchief with red and white bird's eye border, 2 unbleached calico pockets, tape strings, 1 blue stripe bed ticking pocket, brown red knee stockings darned with white cotton. Possessions: 2 small blue bags, 2 short black clay pipes, 1 tin box containing tea, 1 tin box containing sugar, 1 tin matchbox, empty, 12 pieces white rag, 1 piece coarse linen white, 1 piece of blue and white skirting, 3-cornered, 1 piece red flannel with pins and needles, 6 pieces soap, a small tooth comb, a white handled table knife, 1 metal spoon, 1 red leather cigarette case with white metal fitting, 1 ball hemp, 1 piece of old apron with repair, several buttons, and a thimble. Mustard tin containing 2 pawn tickets, 1 in the name of Emily Barrel, 52 White Road, dated August 31st, 9D for a man's flannel shirt. Oh, maybe it was not skirt or shirt. I should be reading. The other is in the name of Jane Kelly of 6 Dorset Street and dated September 28th, 22S for a pair of men's boots. Both addresses are false. Printed handbill, portion of a pair of spectacles, 1 red mitten.
I have read and reread them, but give me something to do then. A task where I can get stuck in, because...
Find me a slaughterhouse that will give us exclusive use of its block for an hour. And find me, in your opinion, which common animal shares the most characteristics with humans from a physiological point of view?
Pig?
I don't even know why I asked that question. Pray, find a dozen fresh pig's heads, Watson. Not big heads, I prefer small ones.
Sows?
That's it, Watson. As soon as you have done that, let me know. I request that you search in Whitechapel. Who knows? Perhaps you will learn something about where Dr. Tumblety may be hiding. There is also no shortage of slaughterhouses and pig's heads in those parts.
You control Dr. Watson. Okay. Off we go. Map of London. So, where's the new place? What? Is it nearby? Did I read that wrong? Did I hear that wrong? As soon as you're done with that, let me know. I request you search Whitechapel. Find me a slaughterhouse that will give us exclusive use of the block for an hour. And then return to Whitechapel. Okay. So... where do I go to find this?
I have no...
Is it just going to be in Whitechapel?
No, that's no use. How would he know where to find sows' heads?
Okay, so maybe... the pet shop?
No, that's no use. How would he know where to find sows' heads?
I don't know where I'm supposed to be asking.
No, that's no use.
Sow's heads. Yes, who would I go to? Let's see, we have brothel, Lucy.
I must go to Miss Bella's.
Okay, well, apparently
I must go to Miss Bella's.
The brothel is it.
Good evening, Lucy. But is something wrong?
Good evening, Dr. Watson. Yes, it's my uncle. He's no longer with us.
Please accept my condolences, miss.
Thank you, Doctor. But why are you here? Can I help you?
My request may sound rather strange, but do you know if there is a butcher's or slaughterhouse in the area where pigs are killed?
Yes, Fletcher's the man. He was a regular client, owner of a little butcher's shop not far. But Miss Bella didn't want him to come, as long as he didn't treat his awful sickness.
Can you point to his shop on my map?
Certainly.
Do you know anything about the two latest murders?
Oh, goodness me, no. All the girls in the neighbourhood are terrified. Who will be next? That's what everyone is asking.
Goodbye, Lucy.
Until next time, perhaps, Doctor.
And with that, I'm going to end the set here. Honestly,
I have nothing to ask.
why would we go to the brothel to find out about the pig's head stuff? But sure. Watson, you said it. You said to go to Bella's, so I went. Either way, thank you for liking if you like. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. Thank you for favoriting if you favorited. And thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time, guys. See ya!